Ball is teed up. Chase McLaughlin to do the honors. And here we go on Monday Night Football. He's going to return it from a yard or two deep. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing right away. It's caught. This is Ladd McConkey. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the gain. But boy, Brock, what a shot. 2nd and 3 now. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Call it a gain of 2, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Complete beyond the marker. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. We've set it down for him at the 38. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He finds Tigakakwa for the grab. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Herbert on 1st down. That throw finds Johnston. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Former first-rounder Devin Bush making the play. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Herbert from the gun. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Browns kick is up and good. In the opening drive, the game ends in 3 points.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Daniels going to throw to get us started. Complete to the rookie out of Auburn. And he's touched down after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 22. And the Broncos will have a first down. Out of the gun, Daniels. That's complete to Sam Laporta. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Escapes the pocket. To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll try and punch it in. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. So from the 3, here's second and goal. McLaughlin. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Broncos pull ahead 6-3 in the first. On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Broncos won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. McLaughlin has it on the team, and he's ready to send this flying. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. He's on the move. And they'll have it across midfield as he runs out. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there, and the Chargers will have a first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. Muhammad Anas on the move here. Touchdown, LA. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Now Daniels off the play action. He just throws this one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they get there to touch him down, Brock, but a big gain on that play. Ball on the 45, first and 10.
And the Broncos first down.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Completed over the middle. And they make the stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go still on Monday night. Scoreboard shows 10-7. We're back to SoFi right after this. We're back, and it is Broncos football as we resume. They'll be set up with third and only one. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's got the first and more inside the 25. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Breaks free in the center of the field. Touchdown, Denver. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flight. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. So the Chargers start off with good field position as they get ready for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Another try following the sack. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
First sack, wobbled the cart. This one, I think, sent it off the rails entirely. Taking the L on each of the first 2 plays leaves this offense looking at a very unlikely 3rd down pickup.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Goes for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And the Broncos get set to take over. Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. From the gun, it's Daniels. Complete to Mims. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. 2nd down now, 7 to go. From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Daniels now. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Broncos will have a 1st down. Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Trying again, following the sack. Fits it through the middle. And he'll be touchdown after a big play.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Daniels on first down. Connects with his back, Jaleel McLaughlin. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
He brings it in. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
From the gun, here's a handoff. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. And he'll score. Touchdown, Denver! The Broncos now lead by 10. It's a Troy Franklin touchdown. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11.
Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Set. 5-9, 5-9. Go.
To throw, Herbert. Johnston brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Throwing on first is Herbert. Escapes the pocket. Gets out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 39. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Porter with the grab. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Something he does so well. Nick Bolton making the stop. 2nd and 4. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
That was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL. Before he was able to recover and provide the hit, and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Third and short, Daniels. He's on the move. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. They'll motion him out of the backfield. On first down, here's Daniels. McLaughlin there to bring it in. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 47. Buys time, rolling right. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Denver calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him at the 38. Out of the gun, Daniels. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Chargers take over as he records his 10th career INT. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked on a guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time. Timeout called by the Chargers. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
5-9.
Herbert on first down. This is reeled in by Joshua Palmer. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. Without chemistry, it's so hard.
Now we have a stoppage. No challenges inside of 2 minutes and a half, but the replay official wants to take another look at this on their own. They took a look just to be safe. You always appreciate that, but the call on the field stands.
Let's go.
First and 10, Herbert. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Dicker on now for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 4. We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. This return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for first and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Getting out to his left. And a solid gain gets them across the 45 before he goes out. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Daniels back to throw. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the... He's got it deep downfield. It's a Denver touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McLaughlin tacks on the extra point. And the Broncos drive their lead to 11.
Chargers 17. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
First and 10, but only time left for maybe a couple of plays here.
Hey, Kaplan. Ready?
He's back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Here's first and 10 from the 34.
Set. Go. Hey, ram. Go. 12. Home troops right. Set.
Looking to throw. Rolling left, buying some time. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. A.J. Terrell making that stop.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Tuipulotu in for the tackle. Third and just 2 to go. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. That's the first down, and he's still going. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That kind of call right there, Kate, it shouldn't be the third down surprise. It used to be 5, 10, 15 years ago. So common in teams' playbooks league-wide.